How can you stay productive during isolation, during lockdown, when you have to stay at home because of a virus or a pandemic, and business is slowing down, but you need to keep up with the pace, and it's time to use technology, apps, conference calls. This video, we want to share with you some tools that you can use to conference, stay in communication with your team.
And stay productive. That's essential. Staying productive. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So we're going to get directly into it. So the top 5 apps that we're going to recommend.
All
Let's
right.
start first with Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah.
Zoom is a great video
Mm-hmm.
conferencing app that you can
Mm-hmm.
download. All of these apps we're going to recommend are free.
Free.com.
Zoom.us, or you just go to Google Store and go to Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's an app where you can do teleconferencing, right? And I believe they're making it like free premium services.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All the services are free. We have a document that we can share with everyone that shows you a list of all the free apps and free programs that are being offered during this time right now.
So Zoom is number 1. Before I go to number 2, I want to tell you this: you are strong, in any virus or any mental thing that's approaching you, a challenge. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what it is, you can overcome it, and you will. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So
Yeah.
just stay strong.
Stay strong.
Number 2 is Google Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
That's another video conferencing app, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Google Hangouts is super awesome. If you have, I like to use Google Hangouts for smaller group activities when we have like real focused, concise meetings that are shorter. I like to use Google Hangouts for that.
Right, and so right now they're doing some free services for that, so you can download that to your
Mm-hmm.
phone, use all this stuff from your phone, as long as you got a good internet signal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one to use.
Mm-hmm.
What's another? Oh, freeconferencecall.com. That's the third one. For those who don't have to use video, you want to keep it simple. You're dealing with some people that aren't tech savvy.
You want to use that freeconferencecall.com. I enjoy freeconferencecall.com because it's a great way to have teleconference meetings. That's another way that if people aren't able to be in the same space, you can do a conference call and just do that pop in. Typically, I like to do between 45 minutes to an hour on a conference call because sometimes because you're not able to see people, it's easy to work on something else and multitask during a conference call and not stay on task as you would like.
And also on the YouTube page called Hustle Headquarters, which is my YouTube page, I have several videos on like conference call etiquette, how to be productive, how to use the mute button, things like that for to make those conference calls very very productive.
Super helpful.
So subscribe to
Mm-hmm.
Hustle Headquarters on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, what's a good productivity app that you use?
So Asana, Trello, those are some good ones. They're real great. Also Slack. Slack is a great app for project management. That's more of a communication tool. Um, Asana is more for project management where you can build out timelines, you can assign projects to certain people. That one is a great project management tool to use. So those are ones that I would suggest. And if I may, I would like to throw in just a plug A. Time yourself. Use a timer. Use whenever you're using these tools and you want to stay productive, use timers to help keep you on task and focused.
Absolutely, and I would even to add on top of that is before you get on the call, have a plan,
Okay.
and write it down
An
and say
agenda,
this is
yes.
going an agenda,
Mm-hmm.
and say this call is going to be 10 minutes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to talk about these 3 topics,
Mm-hmm.
so that way if you get distracted, you can look at your plan, your agenda, and say,
Mm-hmm.
up, did we do what we were supposed to
Mm-hmm.
intended to do
Mm-hmm.
initially?
Mm-hmm.
And like she said, being on time is critical.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we gave those, or you said Slack, um,
Trello,
Trello,
and Asana
and
or
Asana.
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 It's either I call it Asana, but some people say Asana, so it's either tomatoes, tomatoes, potato,
Yeah.
potato.
And what about you? Got any other productivity group apps with workflow? I know Group Me is a decent one. Group Me is one I've
Mm-hmm.
used before.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
GroupMe is more of a messaging tool. That's like
right.
for text messaging.
Right.
For productivity, if you want to do more time management, project based activities, especially if you have a team that's now working remotely, I would suggest Asana, Slack, or Trello. Those are the three that I would recommend. There are many out there, so I would encourage you to Google, check it out, search. There are many other platforms out there. However, I like those are the ones that I prefer. I also would just throw in as a B. I gave you the A, which is to time yourself, but a B to that is use cloud platforms that speak so that everybody can see what everyone is working on. So cloud platforms such as Google Drive, that's a good one. Windows have
Mm-hmm.
they have a great cloud sourced app. But those are like two that I'm thinking of that are really great for working in the cloud so that everyone can see what each person or each body or individual within that group working remotely is working on.
Actually, yeah, and I think Google Calendars can easily be shared invites too to share
Mm-hmm.
calendars too, just
Mm-hmm.
as an additional. But so we're going to stop right there. We
Mm-hmm.
just gave you quite a bit, and you that's enough to get you going, to get you
Mm-hmm.
consistent, and be
Mm-hmm.
able to build and not let too much stop you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not very tech savvy,
Mm-hmm.
it just got to practice this stuff.
Yeah.
And before you go online, just before you invite people, maybe get one person that you invite first,
Just to
practice it
test it.
just to
Yeah.
test it out.
Mm-hmm.
Always do that. Make sure your signal is good.
Yeah.
And if you want more detailed tutorials, go to Hustle Headquarters. That's
Hustle headquarters.
Hustle Headquarters on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That is the official YouTube page. We'll be doing more videos
Mm-hmm.
and being there to support you. So with that being said, oh, make sure you also, if you want to stay entertained and get a really good book to read, get that Shut Up and Hustle,
Mm-hmm.
which is my book at
Yes.
drjackson360.com.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
Chi, would you like to promote any specific product?
Sure, yeah. So definitely check me out at raiseyourchi@gmail.com. I will be posting videos, holding live chats, holding live meditations throughout this time. I would love to be with you. I would love to build with you. Check me out at raiseyourchi@gmail.com if you want to reach out to me, or you can check me out on YouTube at Raise Your Chi.
So stay strong. We'll see you soon.